This video is for only scientific facts, and everything that is said is actual facts. Tap in. All right, what's going on TikTok? It's your boy here, AMK Ra Amen. Okay, now I'm gonna say a couple things that I'm gonna break down for you guys, and you guys probably gonna relate to it, probably not. I mean, for most natural people, you're really gonna get what I'm saying. So, like I say, if you feel offended or anything is making you feel any type of way, just swipe up or just keep it pushing. You don't have to comment. We don't care about this. We're trying to save lives, okay? So let's get to the point, right? Do not have ego while I speak, all right? Sunday to Monday, all right? Sunday is the day of the sun, right? Monday, if you Google this, it means the moon day. That's one, right? Two, okay? Daemon, right? And that demon are two different things, okay? If you look up in Google Daemon, right? And break down the word, you're gonna have day, right? Which is the sun, which is Dae. Those people try to change the wording, how do you spell Tay? Tay or Tae, right? So if you look it up how to pronounce it, it's gonna say day, right? Now, Mon, right? Which stands for short abbreviation for Monday. Monday means moon day. Get me? Okay, keep going, right? So daemon, right? In ancient Greek belief, which is the copiers of Kemet, all right? A divinity or supernatural being of a nature between gods and humans. Remember, the people who copy you are not gonna lie, okay? So this is a mixture to let you know that a daemon is something that's natural, which has a natural nature between gods and humans. Okay. Now, archaic, right? Because everybody got to understand that the information we get is very old, right? In case you don't know what archaic means, archaic is very old or old-fashioned. Example: prisons are run in an archaic method. I'll let your mind wander from there, okay? Now let's go to demon, Demon, right? An evil spirit or devil, especially one thought to possess a person or act, ACT, as a tormentor in hell. This is why I tell you guys, they're not real. They're not real. Most people, like your actor, he can act as the worst thing or he can act as the best thing. In real life, as you being a real person, not acting, you can either give yourself heaven or hell. These are what the chakras explain, right? Third root, lower. If you're vibrating at your lower, you're basically putting yourself in hell. If you're vibrating higher and you're using your thoughts, you're making your reality, you're being creative, that's your power, you're basically making your heaven. Let's keep going, all right? Now, day, Dae, sun, right? If you look this up, it's a Department of Atomic Energy. Now, if you understand that, when you look up this site and you see it, that's a government issued site, right? It's an atomic energy, right? Another term for nuclear energy. So now we're breaking this down. We're going down from what is atomic and what is nuclear energy. They have a factory that literally explains exactly what you are, how to get everything off you. As this is why I said in my last video, you are the code, you are the creator, and they're just taking your description and reforming and making what they want out of it. Basically using the power that you're supposed to have to create, they're taking to create off of you, basically, all right? So, nuclear energy, a form of energy released from nucleus, the core of atoms. Okay, we all know who atom is, right? Or atom, right? Atom Ra, however you want to say it, right? Made up of protons and neutrons. Together form electrons, which is electricity. So why do you think they make the 666 a bad thing or this and this and that? But you got 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. All together, they form a component, right? Now, what's the only component that these things have? Carbon. They make an element of carbon. Who are carbonated beings? Melanin beings are carbonated. Okay, this is why this is how proof that you come from the sun. All right, sun or the moon, they're still the same thing, same light, right? Now let's go over. once you understand this, you're gonna end up going to fusion, right? Fusion is two or more lighter atoms making a bigger one. So this is why people say you come from the Father, you come from the highest source, right? Basically, the highest source and the creator made gods, which is nature. You're not even supposed to say God because God is a title. We're supposed to be pronounced as Neter or Nejir, right? Which is nature, okay? From in Kemet form, nature, the first civilization, the original of everything, okay? Fission, right? Fission is a reaction in which the nucleus of an atom splits into two or more smaller nucleuses. All right? Now, the process often produces gamma rays. What gives gamma rays, right? Or gamma protons, right? The moon. The moon gives you gamma rays, right? When you go and you have cancer and you have all these things, what do they give you? Gamma radiation. They use x-rays to check your whole body. That's what gamma is, right? It's basically a form of, let's just get into it. Gamma rays, radiation penetrating form of electromagnet radiation arising from the radioactive decay of atomic nucleus. And it consists of the shortest wavelength of electromagnet waves. This is why I told you guys, we could have wings, we could have all types of stuff. We can't see it because it has an actual electromagnetic field that is blocking your sensory or perception to see it. You can't see it. That's why when you see people and they're demonstrating powers or they're doing all types of cool stuff, you don't see anything. But in their reality, they can make it happen. You don't have to see it to make it happen. You get what I mean? Keyword of the hidden one, atom. Okay? Let's just keep going on. Like, science literally breaks down who, what, where, from. Religion doesn't just captivates that. That's all it does. That's why I say do your history, do not do your religion. Now let's go on into it, right? Electromagnetic, right? Relating to the interrelations of electric currents or fields. What do they mess with what are they messing with all type of people? Their electromagnetic field, okay? This is why you can't see your protection. You can't see what you do. You have to meditate. And then once you see it in here, then it becomes out, okay? Input, output. This is literally the answer to everything you want to know to basically be back to how you originally are, okay? Now, let's see what an electromagnet is, right? Electromagnet, a device consisting of a coil of insulated wire wrapped around an iron, you see those veins, blood pumping, iron, okay? Cord that becomes magnetized when an electric current flows through the wire. Okay, so when you meditate, what are you controlling? Your breathing. What is your breathing access? More blood flow. When you work out and strengthen your body, what happens? You have more blood flow, right? This is why I say to people, stop smoking, because you're blocking up your blood flow through your head. This is why you think that you're in a high state. You're thinking all these thoughts, but in reality, you're like this. But in your head, you're thinking like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing all this. No, you're not at all. It's an illusion, right? Now, my next video, I'm going to get into polarity, and I think that's going to be like the needle in a haystack. You guys are really going to be like, wow, like this dude is breaking down facts. But I figured I tell you guys this information a little bit because I for some reason, I feel like I'm back to my original self. I'm natural. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's coming to me is natural. The powers that I've had since I've cut meat, since I quit wasting my seed, since I cut drinking, since I cut certain people off that was draining my energy, it's like I'm coming back wholesome. Remember, everybody wants a wholesome person. You got to know the wholesome of you to be a wholesome person. But what do I know? Peace.